Howdy y'all, big country survival. I'm gonna be talking see this box full of tools. I just got this at flea market for 15 bucks. Actually, I think by the time tax was figured in, it was closer to 18 because, yeah, they figured in tax. But yeah, all these tools, like 15 bucks. I've got some old Lufkin tapes. One of the folding rules, folding measures. I mean, daggone. Yeah, and these are Lufkin too. I don't have a grand use for them. Personally, I like a newer tape measure, but still. I mean, I never know, you might need to measure something, right? This old 1/2-inch drive ratchet. It's a Bomni, made in USA. This is a brute. I mean, this thing is rough. I mean, this is a tough thing. And I've oiled it. Like, I've been through all these tools, had moving parts, and I've oiled and cleaned on them some. Got them working. Like, some of them were stiff. This is a Peterson. Peterson set of vice grips. Channel lock brand channel locks. I mean, name brand tools, most of them. And not really actually sure what this is. It's made to drive something, hand crank to drive something. C-clamp to clamp you onto your workbench or what have you. Not 100% sure what it is before, but I'll figure out a use for it, I'm certain. New Britain and a Craftsman wrench, both made in USA. Blue Point 8-inch crescent wrench. Crescent brand 8-inch crescent wrench, made in the USA. Little 6-inch Witherby. It's made in Japan, but that's okay. You know, I looked this up. I didn't know what this was for certain. But I looked one of these up on eBay, and this is a Dosco $3.99. And it is a crate hammer multi-tool. Pry bar. You got a little pry bar, chisel, little pick, little hammer, little crate hammer multi-tool. I looked this thing up. There was a fellow on eBay trying to sell one of these things for 35 bucks. This was in this box for 15. I mean, all this was 15. I even got an old oiler. And I like these old oilers for the prepping purposes. Because think about this. Now, I used WD-40 to clean a lot of these off. And that, WD-40 in there, salt can, things like that, they got their place. But that can, once it's done, it's done. Get an old oiler, I mean, it doesn't matter. You can have one type of oil in it, and you can add a different type of oil. I mean, you've got a lot of options with them old oilers as to what you can use them for. And you can buy, gallon jugs of motor oil, use them for moving parts. I mean, that's what I do. Like, I don't even use, they make an actual bar oil for a chainsaw. I don't use it. I just use motor oil. I use new motor oil, and it does the job just fine. But yeah, you got a little nut driver, and I ain't been able to find a name brand on it. It's HS-14, but that's the only writing I can find on it. But I mean, that's handy to have them around. Got these little sideways wrenches. They're not a pipe wrench, but it's like a sideways slanted wrench. I've always called them a Ford wrench. got a big old beefy wood-handled screwdriver. There's no writing of any sort on it. You know, it's been long wore off, I'd say. But, you know, I got this all for 15 bucks. You know, and some of it's junk, yes, but most of it's not. Most of it, I'm going to have a lot of use left in it. And you'd be hard pressed buying this amount of quality tools for 15 bucks. Brand new. I mean, it just ain't going to happen. Daggone, you can't even buy this many of the cheap tools for 15 bucks. Brand new. Like, you cannot do it. Got drill bits. Files ain't cheap. Like, and these are decent files. Like, these things are they got a lot of life left in them. You know? Set needle nose. Center punch. That's on. Then we got a little gauge. I mean, like I say, you'd be hard pressed to find this stuff new for this cheap. It just ain't gonna happen. Like I said, I mean, I've got the workings, I've got the makings of a decent, I mean, this is a toolbox full. I mean, these are a lot of your basic tools that you're gonna need. I mean, you know, pretty much, you can wrench on most stuff with a couple of crescent wrenches, a set of channel locks, screwdriver. I've got some slanted screwdrivers, got some needle nose. I mean, a couple of regular wrenches. You know, I've got some sockets even, some vice grips. I mean, this is a whole toolbox. Like, this is all the stuff. I mean, you could take this for 15 bucks. I mean, you bought this. If you bought this, 15 bucks. And you could go and work on your vehicle. You can go and do a lot of things right here with just this stuff right there. I mean, what more can I say about it? I just bought a toolbox for 15 bucks. I mean, this is like a full toolbox for $15. I'm not really sure what this is, but daggone it, I can use it for something, I'm sure. Think about it. Don't turn away from your flea markets. You might not find as good of a deal as I just did, but you'll find some decent deals. Go for it. Till next time, this Big Country Survival signing out. God bless.